So on one end, we are providing a really affordable food to the end consumer. And on the other end, we are able to pass on this high gross margin, which goes as high as 60% in many SKUs to the riders as well. So the riders payout is also going up, and their hassle of delivering is also less because their distances of delivery are much lesser.
So let's get started. Today I have Priyam here with me. He's one of the co-founders of Voosh. They're doing 10-minute food delivery, which is a very new and exciting market. I was just on your LinkedIn and I saw that you had posted some of the statistic recently. You guys grew 100% each week since, when was it? When did you guys officially launch this platform? February, was it?
Yeah, it was around 12th Feb, yeah.
Okay. All right. And then you've crossed 1,000 orders per day in just 2 pods, which I'm assuming pods is a reference to kitchens?
Yeah, one kitchen, yeah. You can call it a satellite kitchen.
Okay, got it. So people are loving this service and what you guys are offering. And so I wanted to know, why did you guys decide to get into this space and why do you think it's such a game changer?
Thanks for having me on your show. So I mean, I was associated with the space for more than a year now. We started with a virtual brands model with Voosh. We were part of the Y Combinator Winter 21 batch. So we were experimenting across the stack of the food service industry. We were doing virtual brands. We were building SaaS for restaurants in general to improvise on their revenues. We ran it for close to 10 months, scaled it up pretty well to realize that this entire market, of digital food delivery, of digital food service, high constrained, right? So we need to build a full stack, and what consumer wants is convenience to the core, right? Which is solved in the current way of service delivery from the marketplaces. We did a survey on 1,000 in Bangalore, and they were all craving for a service which could provide them a more affordable and more convenient way of food being delivered to them, right? And that's where I felt that the next wave of disruption could be built. And we started a small pilot, as I said, last month with just one kitchen. We saw some crazy numbers. People were just flooding our website. People were referring their friends like crazy. And within a week, we started to work on a second kitchen, which was in Koramangala, that we launched somewhere around end of Feb. As I was saying, you're seeing close to 100% week-on-week growth across these 2 kitchens. We did close to 1,000 plus orders. We are hoping to cross 2,000 orders in next 6 to 7 days. So this is what the consumers wanted. And we found out the best possible way to do it via vertical integration to make it possible. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. I think as a consumer of these products myself, living in Bengaluru, it is super valuable to have food delivered in such a short span of time. So I think what you guys are building is incredible. Obviously, there are some people out there, there's this debate going on, mainly around, I guess, the safety or the well-being of the delivery drivers. Because it's such a short sort of trip to get the food from the kitchen to the consumer. So I wanted to know, what is Voosh doing to sort of address this?
Sure. So I'll try to just put some light on the demand bit, and then I'll try to cover the fulfillment aspect of it. So to talk more about the demand bit, right? It's the comparison could be made. If you just travel back to 13, 14 in India. When we were relying on these travel aggregators or travel companies to fulfill your A to B commute requirements, right? At that time, also it was a norm that you could just probably call 10 cab companies on Just Dial and choose the best travel company and ask the cab to come, right? So that I could compare this scenario to the current state of food delivery apps. But when Uber came in, that was a real disruption. Users actually didn't know that they would want cabs to come within 5 minutes so desperately. Now you can't imagine your lives without a cab coming to you. And I feel food is a much integral part of your life. So that if someone is giving you your desired food at a much affordable price, within less than 10 minutes, that will make your life much more efficient. Our productivity will go up. So that's where I feel that There should be no questions around. People will realize in due course of time that this was something they desperately wanted. Now coming to the fulfillment bit, right? The kind of, as I said, that we are vertically integrating the entire stack. So the kind of fulfillment we are providing is possible via this pods model, and selecting these polygons bases a lot of data science. We use Google APIs to come up with the best possible pods. That's what we are doing our research, because we are planning to expand aggressively in Bangalore in the coming weeks. So the first part is that we plan to decide these pods so that the maximum delivery distance is not more than 2 kilometers. So consider a driver who is a maximum speed is 30 kilometers per hour. He can deliver an order in just 4 minutes, right? That's how we have designed our pods. So this is keeping in mind absolute safety of a rider, that this rider should not go beyond 30 kilometers per hour. So just to answer on a safety bit, we don't want our riders to travel at more than 30 kilometers per hour, right? And that's how I said that, how we are defining these spots is actually making sure that the drivers are safe and they are like easily delivering. We don't say that you have to deliver the order in 10 minutes or so. We are defining our system in such a way that the orders get delivered in 4 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. The prep time is somewhere around 2 to 3 minutes. The allocation is around 1 to 2 minutes. And the delivery is around 4 to 5 minutes. That's why we are able to deliver most of our orders in actually 8 to 9 minutes. We are just keeping 2 minutes as buffer. So it's very easy. It's no, I mean, as I said, that the safety of driver is not compromised at all. Because the pods are designed in such a way. And I'll cover the compensation bit as well. Since our logistics are so optimized, our earnings per driver has gone up significantly. If I compare it to, I won't take names, but if I compare it to some of the leading employers of these riders, we have been able to, in just a short span of time, we have increased their compensation by about 25% if you compare their monthly payout, right? So that's only possible because that we are able to allocate some cost, because since we are a full stack model, we have much better margins, and that margins are being distributed among the riders and the end consumer. So on one end, we are providing a really affordable food to the end consumer, and on the other end, we are able to pass on this high gross margin, which goes as high as 60% in many SKUs, to the riders as well. So the riders payout is also going up, and their hassle of delivering is also less because their distances of delivery are much lesser.
That's amazing to hear. And it's great that someone is actually taking this approach and trying to adequately compensate the delivery drivers. And it doesn't make sense either. I was thinking about this. It's not really scalable to expect people to be racing down the roads at 40 plus kilometers per hour, right? It just doesn't work. People are going to start getting injured. They're going to start dying. It's going to become a big scandal. So I definitely think it makes sense the way that you guys are approaching it. And of course, as you said, there's no way that this isn't going to blow up. It's not going to become, it's definitely going to become a massive market because everybody wants things to be done more quickly, right? So that comes to my next question. What is Voosh's future plans for growth? Like, what do you see happening in the next, undefined amount of time? I'll let you decide, what time frame to cover, but how are things going in the future?
So, I mean, we feel we take like short goals. So as I said, for Feb, our goal was to cross 250 orders per day from these two locations. We did 500 orders per day. For March, we want to cross 1,000. Probably we'll cross 2,000 orders per day from these two locations. In the month of April, we'll be expanding across all the top localities of Bangalore. So we will be launching 10 to 12 more localities in Bangalore, and hopefully cross 8 to 10,000 orders per day. That will be capturing a significant chunk of the market. A lot of expansion effort is going on. You can expect us to conquer entire Bangalore next 2.5 months, and that would be a good time to start conquering other cities as well. But as I said, we are planning month by month. From a product perspective, we are building a very revolutionary product which no one would have seen, that food delivery could be done in this way. We are not just revolutionizing food and logistics. We are actually also trying to revolutionize product as well. So the kind of product will give you a feel that some magic is happening. Once you open the app, you'll feel that something magical has happened in your life. It's going to be just to spill the beans. It's going to be like an Uber marrying Swiggy. in many ways. So yeah, it's gonna be very exciting. So the first version of the app, which is not so magical, it's gonna go live in next 2 to 3 days, but the next version is gonna go live in a month or so. So yeah, fingers crossed for that. But yeah, as I said, that we plan to conquer Bangalore ASAP, and then hopefully uh, more cities in India, and then let's see, we can go global as well. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I wish you guys all the best in your conquests, your conquering of first Bengaluru and then later on other cities across India. I guess I can call you Priyam the Conqueror. I can't wait though to see Voosh in cities across Dia, and I hope it will go. Yeah, for sure. All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Great. It's really nice talking to you, Salem.
For sure. All right. Take care.